Have you ever wondered why some people dream of greatness but never move a single step toward it? Have you noticed how dreams without discipline turn into nothing more than illusions? Tonight, I want to share with you the story of a young man who learned the hardest way possible that without action, even the brightest dreams will shatter into pieces. David was 26 years old, strong, healthy, full of potential. Yet in his small town, he was known for only one thing: his laziness. While his friends worked as engineers, designers, and business owners, David spent most of his days lying in bed, scrolling on his phone, or daydreaming about success. He wanted wealth, he wanted status, he wanted respect, but he wanted all of it without lifting a finger. One morning, something unusual happened. A wealthy entrepreneur named Robert, who owned several software companies, drove into town. Known for his generosity, Robert decided to hand out small gifts to people in the neighborhood. When he passed by David, he stopped, smiled, and handed him a fresh bottle of organic milk. "Here," Robert said kindly. "Maybe this will give you some energy to start your day." David took the milk, surprised. He drank a few sips, then set it aside on the table near his bed. Soon after, he stretched, lay back, and began to dream. In his mind, the bottle of milk became the starting point of his empire. He imagined turning the milk into cheese, selling it online, and making his first small profit. With that money, he pictured himself buying a few hens, then selling eggs to local restaurants and growing a poultry business. From there, he would expand into a large farm with hundreds of chickens and cows. He saw himself becoming a successful agricultural entrepreneur, earning millions, buying luxury cars, and even marrying a beautiful woman he admired from afar. As his fantasy grew wilder, David started imagining his future family. He pictured a big house, children running in the yard, and himself as a respected father. But then, his thoughts took a strange turn. He imagined his son being lazy, just like he was now. That image made him furious. He pictured himself scolding his boy, even striking him with a stick for wasting time. In that heated daydream, David's body reacted. He grabbed a nearby stick from the corner of his room and swung it angrily through the air. In one careless moment, the stick knocked over the bottle of milk beside his bed. It tumbled to the floor, shattering. The white liquid spread across the carpet, soaking into the fabric until not a drop remained. David froze. The empire in his mind, his chickens, his cows, his wealth, his family, vanished in an instant. All that remained was an empty bottle and the sour smell of spilled milk. Reality hit him like a cold wave. He had nothing. He was nothing. And why? Because he never acted. He only dreamed. That day, sitting on the floor beside the broken bottle, David finally understood a painful truth. Dreams are fragile. Without action, they die. He realized success is not built on imagination. It is built on sweat, discipline, and persistence. It was a turning point. For the first time, David stood up with determination. He cleaned the mess, stepped outside and walked to a local construction site, asking for a job. The work was hard, but he kept showing up, day after day. He laid bricks, carried cement, and earned his first honest paycheck. As months passed, something changed inside him. The town no longer saw David as the lazy one. They saw him as the worker. He saved money, took night classes, and eventually trained as a project manager. Slowly, he began shaping a career that was real, not imagined. Years later, David would look back on that broken bottle of milk as the most valuable gift he had ever received. Not because it gave him wealth, but because it gave him a lesson. And here is that lesson for you tonight. If your actions do not match your aspirations, your dreams will remain empty fantasies. Hard work is the key, discipline is the door, and habits shape your destiny. So the next time you catch yourself daydreaming about a better future, stop. Take one small step, then another and another, because only action turns visions into victories. Remember this: your destiny is not decided by chance. It is decided by your choices. And perhaps, just perhaps, one day, like David, you too will look back and realize the smallest moments of awareness can change the entire course of your life. If this story moved you, if it reminded you of something deep within yourself, then stay with us here at Story Lantern. Like this video, subscribe for more powerful stories, and share it with someone you care about. Because sometimes the right story at the right time can ignite a light in someone's heart.